show you is Puppet Warp. And notice that this is a fresh image, and so it's still in as a background. And so you have to make sure that it's a layer 0. Yep, so double click on that. And now Puppet Warp is found underneath Edit and Puppet Warp.
See, there's Purge.
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll have to look at that. I'm not...
Down. There.
Okay, we'll have to see. I'm not sure what that means. That's something new to me too. So with Puppet Warp, what you can do is kind of stretch or condense something. When we talked about what designers do for like models or pictures of people in magazines, a lot of it is using this type of tool. And so when I show you guys that video I'm talking about, you'll see a lot of this happening. But basically what happens is that you make, you pin an area, and then you can take that area and move it. I'm going to kind of pin a couple. I'm going to inflate this bird's head. So now if I take this, I can stretch that out. But notice how I'm taking kind of that whole picture with it, right? And so I'm going to actually undo that. So what I might want to do is go and pin down those corners so that those edges aren't going to go anywhere. So it's just like a cork board. I'm pinning that to it. And now I can go back here and I can start to stretch that. Or maybe I actually want to bring that in and put another pin up here to stretch that out.
Penguin's head. Are you gonna stretch it? What do you do with eyes?
So, and now I kind of have all these edges right here that go a little bit off of the background. At any point, I can also take any of these pins and I can right click on them and I can delete that pin. And it's also going to modify your warp that you've done on there as well. So to keep that warp, you'd either switch tools and it'll say, do you want to keep the warp? And then just say yes. Or you can just click enter and it'll keep that warp. So now what I could do, I could take my smudge tool and I could work some of that background color out. I could use the clone stamp tool. Yeah, smudge it. Now in here I'm losing some of that definition though. You know, so it's all about using the right tool for the job. So that one probably was not it. But there's our bird with our larger head. So, and that's a lot of what magazine companies will use to alter. They'll use the Puppet Warp. And so maybe I'll start off class with that video, or I could end it today too with that. So, okay, so that is that. Try it out, Puppet Warp.